What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Guys, back again. More MTG Arena action, and while we less than patiently wait for Modern Horizons 3 to release, to be able to jump in, we're going to be doing a ton of drafts, some sealed action, whatever they got cooking for Arena here, I am super excited to jump into. But until that happens, we've got some Premier Draft going on, and Guilds of Ravnica is not one that we have messed around with anytime recently at all. So I figured, let's spend some gems. Let's get in here. If you are a fan of the channel, you know what we're going to do. We're going to draft, probably play a game or two. If our deck is decent, we'll showcase some more games probably in an episode tomorrow. If not, we might jump into something else. Or do something else Magic related, or maybe some other games on the channel. I am not too sure. We'll see how this goes. I am recording this the Thursday evening, so I'm very, very excited for Modern Horizon 3. We're going to be having some packs come in as soon as that all gets released, so we'll be doing our Wednesday openings for that. Got some other good stuff coming up on the channel as well while we wait for these seats to get filled for this. With our Wednesday pack cracking, we've had some absolutely banger boxes that we've opened up recently, and we pre-recorded a couple of other things prior to the release of Modern Horizons 3, and some good variety, some other cool stuff that we haven't done on the channel. In addition, just good sets, and we had some pretty solid boxes. So if you enjoy pack openings, we do that pretty consistently every Wednesday. We have a playlist as well you can go check down below, but I will save you the time. Besides my little minute-long intro, 2-minute-long intro here, we'll wait till these seats get filled. We'll showcase what our draft looks like here. Just kidding, we're not gonna cut, we're gonna keep it rolling. It's been a while since I ran this set, so I'm very, very interested to see how we do. I kind of forgot the archetypes and what we're looking for, so we'll use some of our basic drafting strategies here. What do we got? Blood Operative. Lifelink, when it enters the battlefield, exile target card from graveyard. You surveil if Blood Operator is in your pay 3 life. If you return him to your hand. Interesting. Interesting. Ooh, the Assassin's pretty cool. Target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. That's an interesting little play here. I'm gonna take the Blood Operative. Seems kind of interesting. Interesting. Fight target creature you don't control. That could be cool. I kind of like the green-black theme. I like this pelt collector too. That could be interesting. That could be pretty good. Could be pretty good. Wow, that's pretty solid. The locket's also kind of cool. We could set up for the Surveil. Barrier of Bones. That might come back around. I'm going to do the Utopia here. This could fix our mana in case we have to go into a different color. That's kind of a cool fight. What do we got here? Get this big zombie fungus out. I'm going to take the Harpooner. I actually really like that. I think that's pretty solid. I like this Assassin. I really like the Assassin, actually. feel like our colors are really open too. I mean, we got another assassin. How many assassins were in this? Holy moly. Oh, we could do some shenanigans by giving these things. Being able to pump these with greed is pretty gross, actually. Deals 1 damage to each opponent. Each opponent discards a card, then mills a card, and you gain a life for a single mana. Holy moly. Child of Night, very, very good. Dead Weight. We do need some removal. Child of Night is really good. Vicious Rumors is pretty gross, too. Let's get some removal here. I'm hoping we'll see a Vicious Rumors come back around. For 1 mana, a damage, a mill, a discard. That's pretty insane. These colors are 100% open. This Harpooner is really interesting. Because this, I mean, for 2 mana, it's a 3/2 with reach, which is crazy already. Got another 2/2 Deathtoucher, 3/1 flyer here. I like Pause for Reflection. I like the Gorgon, but I'm going to take the Uprising. Just because this could turn into some really profitable trades. It could also push in some damage. And it's a removal spell. Do we take the Locket here? I think I take the Locket. I almost like Burglar Rats. I'm going to take the Trooper. I'm going to take the Barrier. We fix our mana more. I'll take the Stray. Yeah, we'll draw some cards here. This first round here of boosters was pretty insane. I like Pause for Reflection. That could catch them off guard. We could get a trap here where they swing. In close game, this could be good. This might end up being a sideboard card. Preventing all combat damage, though. This could also save some creatures. If we get unprofitable blocks or they pull out some combat tricks or something, we can use this for a Reacher. Big old spider butt. This would be a great one to pit with Undercity Uprising. Just big body. I want to find another like assassin, maybe 2 if we can get really lucky, and then find some pump spells. Like, this will just be gross. That would absolutely just be gross. Wow, what a good. What a good pack. All right. What is this? Choose 1. It's not bad. If anything in here that we're... That guy's pretty good. I'm going to take the Renewal, I think. Make a creature or destroy something. That seems good. Hopefully the Lurcher comes back. But I have a feeling with the way these packs have been going, that's probably a pretty good safe bet. Wow, interesting. We take the Gorgon. We take the Vapors. The Gorgon will probably come back around. Let's take the Vapors. That's kind of interesting. Put another Child of Night here. I'm gonna take the big old body. Take the big old Bubba. Take the Guild Gate. I'm taking Pack's Favor, though. This is exactly what I want. Oh, here's another one of these guys. This is a great pack here. Gain life equal to sacrifice creature's toughness, destroy target creature and opponent controls. That seems really good. I want Vicious Rumors. Forgers is good. This Painter is good. This guy seems pretty solid too. We wouldn't have a hard time playing that. Take the big guy. Try to work our curve here a little bit. What do we got? Jeez. You have one of the Vigilance. Creature card in your graveyard. That's 7 mana though. That seems like a tough run here. I'll check the Trooper. That's an expensive removal spell. We'll see more Vicious Rumors. We're gonna have a lot of playable things here, which is a good way to draft. It's a good way to get a draft. There's our Gorgon back. I knew we'd see her. Where's she at? Yeah. We just put everything with Deathtouch, and then we just play all the creatures with Deathtouch. Lifelink, Child of the Night, coming back to us. 2-1. Yes, there's our Vicious Rumors. Beautiful. I want 6 more copies of this. Discards a card, builds a card to gain a life. What an interesting draft. It has been so long. There's another Vicious Rumors. Okay, I really don't want 6 of them. No way. Oh my god, you could not make this up. Oh my gosh. You could not make this up. Sometimes they're just looking down on you, you know? Pilfering, sacrifice it, target purpose, you not account that, but just because it only is a sorcery. It gains indestructible. This seems. Why does this seem so good? There's another City Uprising. Child of the Night, Utopia. This guy's got Flash, and we probably could run this actually. I'm gonna do that. It's an interesting one. I don't know if we'll play that or not, but Got this. I like being able to kill some stuff with flying. We have some reach, but that's a good utility card. Medicine X plus O. I really kind of like Barrier of Bones. We have the Vapors already. -1/-1 doesn't feel great. I'm gonna take this. This guy could be really good, actually. We have a decent amount of multicolored spells. We have a couple of troopers already as well. I am going to take that guy. It is trample and can get pretty big. Pretty big pretty quickly. Do the dead weight. -2/-2. We do need some removal. That's we're not light on it by any means, but I just like having a good amount of options here. A couple of Undercity, Uprising. I actually really like this card because it's going to make all of our creatures just better. I didn't quite find as many pump spells as I was hoping. I'll take the Centipede. Kind of like that you get a 1/1. 3/2 body for 3 with the die with when it goes to the graveyard trigger or dice triggers. That's pretty good. We could have definitely gotten about 9 copies of Vicious Rubers. Imagine playing against that deck where just every turn you're discarding a card. I like this little hired poisoner. More Deathtouchers. The more Deathtouchers we could get, we're going to have a deck full of Deathtouch. That's all we're going to do. And we're just going to trade down creatures. And sacrifice some permanents. And then attack. And then attack with... I wish we would have saw another Assassin. I guess we could fix our mana some more. And we get to draw a card. This isn't bad. I actually really like having 1 or 2 of these. Maybe more so over the Locket. Take another pause. Don't play that. I think we take the Spider. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting draft here. I feel like we have a pretty wild plan here. This 3/3 is not bad, with the exception that we're giving mana or giving life to our team there. I don't know that we need to play. 16 lands is probably okay. I actually really like this. We're okay to get rid of that. Good removal. Surveil's pretty nice. I think I do get rid of the locket. I think only one pause for reflection, and even that might go. I think one spider's okay. Blood Operative is really interesting. It does have lifelink, which is pretty cool. Not super big on that. This being able to get indestructible is kind of cool. Harpooner seems neat. We play one Vicious Rumors. Probably one Barrier of Bones. All right, so we got some more chopping to do. As it sits right now, we're 11 over. We got a few too many creatures, probably one or two too many non-creatures. Curve not bad at 3. I feel like we got some decent fix, so we can do some things there. And we'll kind of see where we land at. But this is what we're working with. Very interesting. I'm gonna stay heavy on essentially our Deathtouch. And just make sure that our removal is sitting pretty good with some different options. We can get some cards out of their hands. And then we have some decent upper tier spells, some low level spells to take care of a few things. So we'll come back in here in just a second and we'll show you where we land at. See you in a minute. Okay, I think this is where we're going to land here. Tough cuts, honestly. I feel like we had some pretty good playables. I'm not sure. We'll have to just kind of see. We have a little bit of a surveil theme which is going on, which is okay. Certainly lots of things checking undergrowth here to see what is ended up being in the graveyard, which we're gonna definitely play off of. And we have a few spells that are gonna help to do that. We have the Trooper that's gonna help us to pitch creature cards if we need to do that. One that I'm not sure of, and I feel like, I mean, again, lots of really good spells. We're going to leave a Deadweight behind, which I feel like is okay. I feel like this card probably tailors. This is kind of an early game removal spell, would tailor off as we get going there. The Descendant, it's kind of one of those things where this could be good later on. 2 mana for 2 is not bad, but then being able to pump it up to a 4/4 isn't terrible either. I'm okay with most of these cuts. Sprouting Renewal would be something, if we played more than just a single game, would be a good sideboard option card. I also thought about this 3/2 with Vigilance. Pretty solid little creature on a good body there. I think the one that I'm still not sure on is our Siege Worm here with Convoke. We're going to have some walls that could help us to get this creature out. At the same token, it is pretty expensive for a 5/5. It does have trample, so it's not bad. It kind of, we lose the top end a little bit, but really, we're just trying to cycle through some things, and then we're going to use Deathtouch essentially just to kind of gum up the board, and then we can find different ways to push through some damage. So 16 land, this is what we're running. Total stats here, 14 and 10, and feels okay. I almost feel like we should be a little heavier on the creatures, but we're going to do some trades and force some trades with Undercity Uprising, just fighting. So I feel like that will be okay if we can keep the battlefield relatively clear. I think we got a decent enough amount of threats. A couple of options with Trample here that could push through, and then obviously if we can find Vraska and plus her up a couple of times, be in good shape. So we'll see how this goes. We'll jump into some games. All right, we are on the draw here. I'm going to take this. I feel like 16 lands is really showing up today here. I don't prefer a 4-lander, but we got Barrier Bones. We can surveil one here quickly. We'll be able to curve up into Moonmark Painter. We can surveil again if we need to, if they play a couple of small toughness creatures. Hopefully get a little bit of value out of the Vapors. Barrier Bones should keep us safe for a couple of turns pretty easily. All right, yo, another land. I mean, yeah, I guess we'll keep it. Little green-black action on the other side. Little straight cat. Now, end of turn, we can flash in the agent. I like this little human rogue. Pretty good. We get to surveil too right before a turn. Wow. Beast Whisper, very solid. I really almost don't want that. I almost feel like I need to throw Whispering Agent at this. Like, there's not a world in which... I could always attack. He's not going to block. I'm just going to go for the big play here. I think we get the 3 damage in, and then I'm going to get this creature to fight. They are going to trade. Yeah. I think that was a good run there. Now, we could have waited a turn for Hired Poisoner and then been able to play that and been able to do both at that next turn, but I feel like getting the Beast Whisperer into the graveyard early was smart, not to give him any kind of draw advantage. Okay. I mean, you know what? That's fine. I just want to make good use of the painter here. I'm actually okay with this. So I'm just gonna do this. Guess I take 6 here. This has been a very, very back and forth game here. All right, I can double spell. And now we're looking all right. Just in case they can reboot. That was just a absolute trade fest. Like, back and forth we went. Play a thing, slap. Play a thing, slap. Really just essentially keep no board presence on either side. Now, what do we do here? I know they conceded, which, you know, it is inevitable. There's a world in which we just attack with everything, except for probably the Gorgon. We attack with the Woodmark. We definitely... the Blood Operative, I would probably also consider maybe not attacking with, but we definitely try to get in with the Moodmark and the Hithclaw. Maybe we send the Blood Operative too. This sneaks in 3 damage if we do that, because they likely block here. I don't think we had much in terms of surveilling to get this back. 1, 2, yeah, maybe. There's a world in which, but the 3 life could have been beneficial. This dies at the end of the turn, so it's almost probably a little bit smarter to be a little bit more conservative, just having the extra creature here. We would have picked up, you know, probably 1 damage. Get them down to 7. This dies at the end of the turn. So it's kind of one of those things, and then we're sitting in a really good position. I think the key here was taking out this Beast Whisperer early on. This is just an absolute monster. They would have drawn so many cards off of this had we given them the option, because they essentially followed that up with a couple removal spells. They got the Pilfering Imp, which would have given them. They had the Worm, which would have turned in as well, plus the Dissident, which they would have just accelerated through this kind of. They really got flooded there, but they would have accelerated through the flood pretty efficiently, and definitely would have represented a little bit more challenge. We hit a few extra lands too. I mean, we're sitting at 7 lands, not too deep in, so we had quite a bit, but we also had some good spells here, so I can't be too mad about that. I think played it pretty well. I'm not too upset with that one. Pretty happy. All right, so we open up at 1-1. Interesting little deck, really it is. I have not been mad with our Deathtouch. I have not been mad with our Suite of Removal either. Undercity Uprising, I'm not as impressed with as I thought it was going to be. I think if this was at instant speed, this card would be absolutely broken. I understand why it's at sorcery speed, so it has turned out to be pretty decent. We can give everything Deathtouch. That really hasn't transpired, though, to be much benefit, but it is a good, essentially, fight spell, and it can send smaller creatures at bigger creatures, which is good. I think it's been pretty solid, but maybe not on the power level I was kind of hoping it to be. But the rest here has been pretty solid. I've been happy with it. Haven't seen Vraska quite yet. Haven't seen Pet Collector, but we've curved up pretty nice. And I feel like even in the loss, we were in a decent chance. It was pretty solid game. pretty solid game. So we'll probably be bringing some more matches of this here tomorrow, likely, from when this goes up. So if you enjoyed this one, be sure to stick around, see how we do, and how we finish this one up. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna flash some socials and come subscribe. Again, we have a Magic the Gathering arena playlist, so if you want to check out some past matches that we've done, we do sealed, we do draft pretty consistently, so be sure to pop in and check that out if you want some more content. In addition, we have a Magic Pack Kraken. Probably throw a card up of one of those two things here. Playlist for that as well. If you want to go back and watch some of our recent or older pack openings, we've had some really good hits and some fun stuff on the channel. We do those every Wednesdays if you want to check that out as well. We appreciate a sub if you want to stick around, check out our Magic the Gathering content or some of the other stuff that we're doing on the channel. And just appreciate you clicking on this one, being here. If you want to throw a like, comment, appreciate that as well. Catch you in the next one. Peace.